Hello, my name is Elizabeth Hawkins, and today I'm going to be discussing with you how children are influenced by their teachers. It starts off at a very young age. I know that all of you guys are preschool teachers, so you know how children are very influenced by their peers. Over here I have a chart. This is the amount of time each day that a child is awake. The green shows you that this is the amount of time the teachers are with them every day, and the purple is the amount of time that their parents are with them. So this just shows you how long you're with that child versus how long they're with their parents. So when you're with that child every day, it's going to impact them more than when they're with their parents. I want you to raise your hand if you have heard treat others the way you wish to be treated. Have you guys heard that before? Yeah. That is something that we try to show our children, because if we are mean to a child, then would we want to feel that way if they did it to us? I am right now completing my master's in elementary education. I have worked in public schools, preschools, and now I'm an administrator in a preschool. So I have seen children being misbehaved as well as treating children the way they shouldn't be treated. And it impacts the child emotionally and physically. And that's something that we don't want to see happen. I intend to explore several reasons why teachers maximize peace and respect between students in the classroom during the rest of my speech. I will validate the thesis by presenting my first main point, danger and positive of the internet. My second point will be different personalities and how the teacher can incorporate that in the classroom. And my third main point will be children come from different backgrounds. My first proposal I would like to discuss is how internet can be a positive thing and a negative thing. Our children now are all about the internet. All of them have iPads, iPhones, so they already know how to use it. We can show the students how to use it in a positive way by looking up research, maybe looking up the weather, using it in the classroom. Some of our students are using it to bully, to talk mean towards children, so we have to really make sure that that's something that's not being broadcasted in our classroom. According to Ben Hassan, education plays a fundamental role in forming human and social value systems, fostering awareness of rights and responsibilities, and ensuring the ability to move with the times. So we as teachers need to move with the times. The times now are all about technology, so we need to make sure we're reinforcing that in the classroom. Furthermore, my second main point, every child is different, and a teacher has to form everyday instruction and environment to benefit that child. The first thing I found from an author called Crabtree, one of the reasons the profession of teaching has been rightly viewed as a noble profession is because the teacher is a factor in the moral development of the youth. We're forming these kids to be who they are, especially in the preschool age. We're showing them character, how to sit at a table, how to treat their friends. So we're forming them into the person they're going to be later in life. If you think about it, a teacher spends 8 to 9 hours a day with that child when they're in the school. They go home, they eat dinner, they may watch a little bit of TV with their parents, and then they go straight to bed. So they're spending maybe an hour to 2 hours with their parents in the afternoon. So we have that huge wall of time to make sure we're influencing them. Lastly, I will be discussing children come from different backgrounds, different colors, different races. We need to make sure that every child in our classroom is created and treated equally, because we don't want children to feel left out or feel like they're getting made fun of or they're not equal. I am going to talk about a man named John Comenius. He was a poet, and he was characterized as the father of modern education in the 17th century. He was moving all around Europe, and he wrote many children's books, over 50, and his purpose was he was educating the children to look through God, how God views people and how we should view people. One of his very important quotes was, "We are all citizens of one world. We are all of one blood. To hate a man because he was born in another country, because he speaks a different language, or because he takes a different view on that subject is a great folly. Decise, I implore you, for we are all equally human. Let us have but one, and in view the welfare of humanity." So we need to make sure that we're covering all religious beliefs, home life. We don't know where this child comes from. They could come from an abusive home life. They could come from an amazing life. We need to make sure that we're not touching base on tough subjects or making children feel like they're all one. So in conclusion, we as teachers need to help form the individuals that we lead this world in the future. We teachers have a future in our hands, and it is up to us to put it to good use. We have learned that technology can be used in the proper way to inform the children about peace, and children have different personalities as well as different backgrounds, and it's up to us to make sure that they're all equal. And I'm going to end with a quote that I like: "Unless we teach our children peace, somebody else will teach them violence." And Coleman McCarthy.